Hey guys, do you have a problem tugging on the handle? Do you even know what that means? We're gonna help you out this week and fix your game. Hey guys, so what is tugging on the handle? Why is everyone talking about it? What impact can it have on your golf swing? And how do you stop it? So first of all, we talk about tugging on the handle. You hear it a lot. It's just that simple little radial deviation, pull down.
Exactly,
you know, super laggy thing. Explain it for us.
I mean, if you're getting to the top and your primary movement and transition is to start with the arms, you're gonna put a lot of vertical force on that handle, all right? So that's gonna get that shaft, that center of mass of that club kicking forward and wanting to line up with that grip. We wanna be able to let that club float for a minute and let that center of mass fall back as we rotate. And I think that's really the big key, is rotate. If you're a player that doesn't have much hip rotation in the backswing and you look very restricted, so you look like this, all right, and I can't see a lot of the front of your pelvis, well, the first thing that's gonna move in the downswing is the arms. There's not a lot of room for your lower body to rotate at that point. So when it comes to not pulling on the handle, something has to start the downswing. So what I like to do is I like to make sure, A, we first have a nice full lower body rotation in the backswing. So you can see how you can see a lot of the front of my pelvis. Now I've got something to be able to use in transition instead of my arms, which would be pulling down on the handle.
Sure. So if we are tugging on it, right, I think that causes a lot of face issues, a lot of timing issues, because generally you're going to get narrow. Would you agree with that?
100%. You're going to get narrow and steep, and then basically from about left arm parallel to the ball, everything is going to be trying to get that club head back down. Right? So you're going to be humping, you're going to be throwing, all sorts of bad stuff.
Sure. So what is the easiest feel that you can give a player that struggles with pulling on it to change that dynamic?
So there are all sorts of ways. I love George Gankis's shallower, where you put it on the lead bicep and keep that connected as you go. I also love it when players start to understand the relationship between what the spine does and what the left hip does in transition. Right? So that left hip wants to work back and around as that spine wants to actually crunch to the right to offset that. So if those two things happen, then it puts less pressure on having the arms to have to rip down, because you're basically doing it with the spine. So if you get up to the top and I get up here and I were to just go into right bend, I would look like that. Now the arm's lowered, but I didn't pull on the handle. Now if I do that same thing, but I get the lead hip around, you're not even going to see that right bend, right? Everything's going to look where we want it to be. And so to illustrate that more, if I go up to the top and I right bend, this looks terrible, but then if I go ahead and use my body rotation as I would, that gets me into a pretty sick looking P6. So I think that's the thing. It's understanding that there's something needs to start the downswing, and there's a lot of other body parts that you can use than the arms, like the pelvis, the legs, the knees, the spine, all that stuff. So learning how to work that will take the arms out of it.
I hope that helps you guys stop pulling the handle, and I hope you understand now what pulling the handle is. Hey guys, if you like this video, hit the subscribe button down below. I come out with new content every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Hope you enjoy. Thanks.